Hi, I'm Jacqui Childs, and this is my friend Laura Cole, and we're about to get highly intimate.
Hello.
Welcome.
Oh,
Thanks for coming. Cheers.
Thank you. Thank
Just
you
home from New Orleans, Nashville. Where were you?
I was in New Orleans and Chicago.
And what were you doing there?
Songstress. I was visiting some friends and bands and hanging out, making a lot more connections than I originally had in New Orleans. So
Cool.
I'm kind of revamping the ones I made last year.
So you're a singer.
I am a singer, yeah.
A songstress?
A songstress.
Okay.
That's what, I mean, I've never really liked the singer-songwriter name or title. It's just very,
I don't like any titles anyway because I change.
It sounds like I, play guitar and...
Songstress is like a bird. I think of a bird that sings.
Yeah, right? It's like...
A songstress.
Oh.
Is that a robin or a
nice
blue jay? Oh,
here we
my
go.
Buzzy's going to get highly intimate with Laura Cole now. I have to tell you something. This dog gets around.
Oh, man, I felt special there.
Oh, sorry. I felt special. So, how did we meet? Do you know how we met?
In the Coach and Lantern bathroom
At Jimmy
Boskill's show.
who's like my husband's guitar hero. Like, he loves him.
Yeah,
He's a
he was-
child prodigy.
Yeah, I met him when I was actually, I was about 12 years old and he was 11. And he
Really?
Yeah, and so, I mean, we've been friends forever. And he was the first guy to ever kiss me in front of my dad.
Oh my God! I love how this my husband's in the background, like all perked up because he loves, like he's fangirling right now. Like,
Oh man,
so
Jimmy's a great friend. Actually, I'm going
Wow.
to see him on Friday.
oh cool. Why? What are you doing? Where are you going?
Blue Rodeo's playing in Hamilton. So
Oh,
I
and-
guess he plays with them.
Right. Yeah. So if he's not with the Sheepdogs, he's with Blue
With
Rodeo.
Blue Rodeo,
right?
yeah,
Oh,
right.
He's
Not a bad gig.
No, he's amazing. He's really
Yeah.
cool.
He is great.
And then we were at a birthday party for a mutual friend.
Yes.
And you sang happy birthday to her, and I videoed it, and I didn't actually post it. I played it to myself a million times. I was like, oh, to have some talent.
Oh, hey, you got all the talent.
I can talk, and that's about it. So you were just in New Orleans making some more connections, and
Yeah.
New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah. It was
Who
good.
dat?
I kind of got like a bit driven out of there last year, so I mean,
Why? What do you
I
mean?
have to be really stealth when I go back.
Why? What do you mean? What happened? Tell me, juice. No one's gonna see this.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no, I was dating this dude and
From there?
yeah, and
Okay.
he ended up just kind of going crazy and
That can happen in New Orleans.
like doing drugs. while I
Oh,
was
that also happens
in
in New Orleans.
bed and like,
Oh,
like,
so it was like a crazy story. You had to get the hell out of there.
yeah, I like to say, I started writing a song about it, and it's
Do you write a song about everything?
yeah, pretty much.
go
I'll
on.
probably write a song about this later.
Send it to Wiki.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, and it, for the first like 3 months that we dated, I didn't really know that he didn't have teeth. So
What?
So now
Why
I
did
like
he have
to-
fake ones, or did he just not smile?
now he had like dentures, right?
Okay. Oh my God, Laura, I love
made him-
this.
I
Let's
made
get
him
right
laugh.
into this. She dated a guy with no teeth.
Man, I don't know what happened. I don't know
From
what
Jimmy
I was thinking.
Boskill to
Yeah, I mean, he's a great musician, really talented. We all just like hope he gets kind of
fixed up,
better,
cleaned up.
yeah.
Oh, I get it. I am no one to judge.
what can we do? Right?
I just don't want them in my bed.
Yeah, right? Man, like at least smoke it outside or something.
Did you write a song? Did you write a song about it? Your relationship?
Yeah. So one of the lines in the song is, if he had teeth, he'd lie right through them.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah, that is a
Not
really
bad.
good one. And that song probably is fitting for a lot of gentlemen.
Right.
No
I don't know if
offense.
anyone my age has been through something like that. But.
So, I recently saw that you. Now, I love Kim Mitchell. I'm going to tell you this story. Have I told you this story before?
No, I don't think so.
I lost my virginity to the song Patio Lanterns.
No.
And I posted on social media that I lost my virginity to the song Patio Lanterns. Kim Mitchell blocked me on all of his accounts.
Why?
Every account. I think he interpreted it like that I lost my virginity to him, which I didn't. Or if there was some sort of twist in communication. And I love Kim Mitchell. Like, love.
That's really funny. I'm going to tell him to unblock you.
Yes. I'm a super fan.
I'm totally gonna
cool.
tell him.
Like, I just met when I was 17 years
He
old.
should be honored.
She's looking to the peanut gallery.
Like, you know?
Like, it's so how embarrassing though. I'm like, so I'm all excited and I look.
Did he like
There was
text you or...
nope, just a block. So when I go on, I would actually wish, well, you can talk and I'll pull it up and show you. So how is Mr. Mitchell as a person?
He is great. He's a lot of fun to work with. I actually got hooked up with him through Bob Schindel, the sound guy for, he does like the National Ballet and Kim Mitchell and Tom Cochran and stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I had met him actually at a show, years ago.
How long would you say years ago?
I think like 7 years ago.
You know it's not coming up because I'm blocked.
Okay, I think that's so funny that he blocked you. What a weird thing.
It's so weird. I posted, I lost my virginity to Patio Lanterns. I think Y108 or something said something about his song or a song, something about Kim Mitchell. And then I jumped in. I was like, super fan here at it.
Hey.
Block.
No.
I got a block. So, okay, so you met him 7 years ago.
I met him like backstage at his concert. Jesse O'Brien took me just a random
mutual
night.
friend.
Yeah. And man, he was so mad. I mean, I brought it up to him, so I'm sure I can say this, but he was so mad because his girlfriend had given away her pass to get backstage. So she wasn't there, but there was like a ton of people in the room.
Oh, but his girlfriend couldn't come back. Oh!
And that was my first memory of him, so I was kind of like, oh no, like, I hope he's not always like that.
So Jesse O'Brien, he was with Colin James, and they were headlining one of the nights at Blues Fest Windsor. And I'm an influencer. I work with the Blues Fest family. And as they're about to go on stage, Colin James, it's like a beautiful summer night. There's maybe 12,000 people there, and it's all packed. And
wow.
Jesse's like, why don't you come on? When it opens up, you be at my keyboards. I was like, what? No. He's like, no, seriously, I think it'd be really funny. I'm like, no, I don't think it'd be really funny. I don't think the fans that paid, they're like, who the hell's this bimbo? Like, so that was, Jesse and I had met a bit because we're from Hamilton.
Of course.
And everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And then that was with Colin James. And is that who he tours with normally?
Yeah.
Have you ever toured with them or done stuff?
No, I haven't. I mean, Jesse and I have gotten into doing some shows and stuff like that recently, so
I like
really cool.
like the one like with Jimmy Boscal.
Yeah,
am I saying right? Boskill.
Yeah.
Boskill. I don't think he's that fancy. He's actually freaking awesome.
It's so great. He is such a great person. He's such a.
Have you sang together, like the two of you?
Yeah, we actually played a gig for. It was a benefit for one of the people in Hamilton, one of the lawyers that unfortunately passed away, but. It was for him, and I just asked Jimmy if he wanted to sit in, and we didn't rehearse once, and he nailed every song.
Oh, what did you sing? What did you sub?
We sang, a bunch of my original tunes, which aren't the easiest to learn. So
right.
I was really impressed. I was like, oh, all right. Like,
he's a prodigy, right? Like really, a child prodigy. His videos are all over YouTube. Some of them have millions of views of this little kid picking up the guitar. And
he's incredible. I mean, he's always been a virtuoso to me.
He's really cool. Who do you really, really admire in the industry?
Ooh, I'd have to say, I mean, Bonnie Raitt's probably like my big admiration. I mean, of people that are alive, I guess,
Right. There's that.
Yeah. I mean, if Etta James was still here, she'd be my first.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Can you sing some Etta James? Like, what do you got?
Yeah.
What do you got in that voice of yours?
Something told me that it was over. Mm-mm.
Oh, God.
And when I saw you and her talking,
I get goosebumps. Oh my God. I love it. Maybe next time you go to New Orleans, I'll carry your bags.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. You know, I hate carrying my bags, so that would be great.
I don't mind if I have flats on. I'll carry bags.
I pack pretty light, so you know, that's good.
When you were just there, did you run into the
ex?
Yeah.
No, but he did yell at me through his sister's doorbell when I went over for dinner.
What? You were there eating and he yelled in through the door?
I didn't know that was even a thing, that you could get doorbells with cameras and stuff. It makes total sense.
TheRing.com.
Yeah.
I learned that on Howard Stern.
And I didn't even ring the doorbell. That's the thing. I didn't even press it. I was just waiting there.
And he yelled at you?
And I was in my uniform of black clothes and blonde hair. Yeah. So, I mean, it was pretty evident that it was me. And
he didn't say, "Who dat?" He get out of there.
Kinda. He was like, "Don't think I can't fucking see you."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh shit, are you here?" Like I was like,
and did you yell, around. "Don't think I didn't write a song about you, toothless"? You didn't do that.
No, I didn't do that, but I mean, I would. It's funny, you know. His sister and his entire family are totally still my friends. I mean, they're all really supportive of me and actually gave me a lot of props for trying to help him out.
Aww.
Yeah.
I mean, we're making light a little and whatever, but
of course.
We all have, I mean, Jesus, I am the last to judge anything. And that's part of why I'm doing this show, why we thought, we'd talk to people from all different walks of life about and celebrate where they are in their journey and where they're going and what does wellness look like to you. Like, self-care, you're on the road, that's exhausting.
Yeah, it's
a grind.
And it's like, man, part of this industry is that you have, like, you don't have to, but
to stay up all night?
You know, like, stay up all night and, party and have a good time.
And partying is part of
party, you know?
Yeah.
You have to kind of...
rock star life.
Yeah.
Be a rock star, right?
Like,
or
man,
they don't
I
want
slept
you.
for 16 hours when I got home on Tuesday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I messaged you on Tuesday, and you're like, I just got home.
Yeah, man.
So, are you working on an album? Are you?
I am. I actually, I'm always working on something. I have a record in my back pocket that I've been saving for quite some time now.
Oh, good for you.
I recorded it with my ex-boyfriend though, so there's a
different one, a different ex.
A different ex.
I love women that have lots of exes. I just think that's hot. Just leave them in a trail. They're just like, they're all over. Where's he?
He apparently moved to Nashville.
Oh.
I don't know.
You were in Nashville this year, no?
No, I didn't go to Nashville this year. I kind of avoided it because I was like, that can be your spot.
Is the community small? Actually, like, I know it's a big music community, but
I think it's
small?
pretty small. I mean, kind of like Hamilton, everybody knows everybody.
Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
I met you in a washroom at the Coach and Lantern.
I was probably wasted.
Oh, there was some bad stuff going on, and I actually went to the washroom so I could read my phone because it was blowing up, and my husband and I were having our first, just date night because we could see Jimmy play. Jesse had invited us. He's like, we'll sit you in the corner. No one's going to know. Come in, whatever. We showed up late, went right in the corner, had a thing, and then my phone was blowing up with drama. Some cuckoo puff. So I didn't want to keep pulling inside, so I actually went to the washroom to just read it. And I was sitting on the toilet reading these stupid messages from this psycho, and you guys were talking, and I'm like, oh God.
And my one friend in New Orleans, he actually stayed a couple extra days so we could hang out. I've known him for 10 years, I guess. I sang with his family in Shreveport, Louisiana, and they're like a gospel choir.
Okay, I've seen you post a lot of gospel choir videos and stuff. Is that?
Yeah, that was from that time, and I actually got to sing on this really cool TV show that they did called Hallelujah Train.
Hallelujah Train.
Hallelujah Train.
What'd you sing?
Yeah. We sang a lot of gospel tunes. Like
Elvis was a gospel singer, wasn't he? Didn't Elvis do gospel?
Elvis, yeah, I think Elvis did. I'm not.
Are you an Elvis fan?
I'm not like a huge Elvis person. I know, isn't that?
Oh my God,
I do, appreciate him. He's a very talented person. But was. I like to, think that he lives on through his music.
You're so funny.
So,
the Hallelujah Train. I'm going to Google it.
Train, yeah. And he said I enter like Brady is just hilarious. We have a great rapport, and he said I enter every room like a New York rapper. So that might have been like what you were thinking. While you were looking through your text messages, you're like, oh man.
I enter every room like a New York rapper. I've had someone to say that I come in like a hurricane, and they didn't mean it in a good way. I'm like, well, not that there's a good hurricane, but
yeah, you know, well, I mean, you could be the eye of a hurricane. That's actually like
that's
nice
not
and
bad.
calming.
Oh, okay, because they're like, she comes in like a hurricane. She whips shit up and then she leaves. Like, oh,
Man, we should have a good hang then.
we can whip some stuff up. Singing, writing, music, is that therapy?
Oh, for sure.
Like,
that's a big part of my wellness.
Have you been doing this since you were a child?
Yeah. I mean, as a kid, my parents kind of couldn't shut me up. You know, I was very like singing all the time. I still do that. I find any boyfriend that I have gets really pissed off when we're fighting, and I'm like humming along, but I'm not humming along as if everything's fine. It's something I do. It's just like second
music
nature.
soothes you, or music's where you go for your wellness, your self-care,
sure.
like to feel good about help you through stuff.
Of course.
Like you said, I write. If something's whatever, I write about it.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a big release. It's almost, getting it out of my mind instead of having all that clutter, you know.
I got a lot of clutter.
It's really nice to kind of just put things out on paper. And
were your parents musicians? Is someone in your family
musicians?
musicians?
Both my parents play piano.
Oh, cool.
My dad actually started playing accordion when he was 3 years old. And he's got, mad chops. That's why he's in the band,
So that's you come by it honestly then. Like this is your family. It's in your blood. It's in your genes.
Which I love, and I grew up so around music and my dad's band and singing with them since I was 15 years old.
Canadian, like from Hamilton? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Dad was born and raised Hamilton, so.
Oh,
it's like the second generation, man.
Well, I think it's beautiful. Do you sing with your dad? Do you play with your dad?
I do, yeah. He's still in my band to this day, so that's nice. And
I love that.
It's a lovely thing, and Jesse O'Brien actually really encouraged me to keep that going the other day. A lot of people kind of, get down on me for having an older band, but why wouldn't I? Because they're virtuosos. Like I wouldn't, It's
why they think you should spread your wings and
they
go
think I should
elsewhere,
have a lower age average.
Oh, why? I don't know. I'm missing something.
Well, that's a good question. I don't know if it's like whether it would be just for the look or what.
Right, maybe that's more marketable or something. Is that what it is? Like just like facade, like to how it looks.
Yeah.
Because everything's social media. Everyone's cheap and easy.
Yeah,
right? Everything's cheap and easy now. So
for sure,
if it could be cheap and easy, then. But like you said,
they're just so talented. It's undeniable. Man, I couldn't think of a better band than the one that I have right now, which is.
If you could think of 5 years from now, where would you be?
5 years from now, well, I would be on a world tour.
With the band right now that you have, or with Bonnie Raitt, or like?
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds good. Put that out there. Manifest it.
I like that. I can dig that. Maybe I open for her. We sing some songs together.
What do you think of Dolly Parton?
I love Dolly Parton.
Okay, I love Dolly Parton. My parents live like minutes from Dollywood, so.
Oh no!
My parents live in Georgia,
so
and Tennessee is like everyone. My family's there.
Oh, that's awesome. So, did you grow up?
I grew up in Burlington. My parents divorced. My mom remarried, and they moved to Michigan. So, like, teenage years, I grew up like 8 Mile. Like really rough Detroit areas. I have quite a colorful past in Detroit. And then they moved to Georgia, and I really into music my whole life and writing, and I've always liked musicians and that whole fantasy, that La La Land, which is very accessible and available in Georgia and Tennessee.
Of course, big
so
time.
that's, now with social media, the world is at our fingers, right? Like
For sure.
And I like to research musicians. I like to follow things. I'm just an old housewife now. I'm not chasing rock stars anymore. They're still sliding into my DMs nightly, But I lots of really good ones.
Right. I don't blame them.
I actually say to my son every so often, I'll say to my son, do you like the band so-and-so? Or do you like the whatever? He's like, yeah, they're all right. I'm like, what if he was your stepdad? He's like, Mom, what the hell? I joke about like it's social media. And I'm tired. Like I like this speed. Wiki got me some nice big chairs, and I'm just 25 minutes from home.
These
Isn't
are great
nice?
chairs.
Like literally, they're like, make a wish list of what like you would want for your show or what you want, and we'll make it happen.
That's
like,
so cool.
I was like, really? They're like, yeah, like Monday. Like this was like on a Wednesday. I was like, well, I want that. This has been in development for a while.
Wow, awesome.
Talking about it and stuff, and because Cannabis Wiki is as a cannabis studio, like we talk a lot of it's cannabis and plant medicine, and as it's going, we thought this would be, have some cool friends come in and chat about wellness. And it doesn't have to be weed related. It's to share your journey as well. And you can ask me questions like everyone keeps asking.
Yeah, no. I'm going to interview you.
So is this your first podcast?
This is my third?
Wow,
this is my 16th? No.
No podcasts?
I have never done a podcast before.
She's never podcasted before.
I've never been cast on a pod. It's never happened.
So will you write a song about being cast on a pod?
I will, yeah. That's going to be one of the lines in the song.
Yeah, I want you to. That's so funny. Do you have PR or agent or any of that?
No, I did have a manager a few years back, and once things kind of started to slow down when I was making this next record, and by next record, it hasn't been released yet.
Right, the one you're working on.
The one I'm like, yeah, it's all done. It's all pressed to vinyl and everything, and we're just waiting to release it.
I love vinyl. Love vinyl.
Yeah.
I do. I have a record player.
Back.
All my Sheepdogs records are all vinyl, and I love it. And then we go like to those like garage sellers or whatever, like swap meets and stuff, and buy all kinds of old vinyl.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you collect vinyl?
Or just I did have a nice collection started, but
did one of those exes get it? Oh, that stinks.
Yeah.
Laura, you got to write a song about that.
I want my vinyl back.
I want my vinyl and my dog. Right?
It's like, man, it could have given me the vinyls.
And but sometimes.
They were mostly his. I can't
But sometimes you got to get out when you got to get out. And sometimes.
Yeah.
Right?
It was time.
It's also knowing when to get out.
Yes.
When to call it quits, to end that and move on.
I actually have this other line that I've been working into a tune about the whole breakup thing. I haven't really written about it since it's happened.
Is it new? Fairly new?
No, it's like a year and a half, like a year and a month or so.
Oh, I'm a dweller. That's new for me.
Yeah.
Anything that's happened in the last year.
No, but yeah, I have this one line I've been working around, and it's the bravest thing I ever did was break you.
Oh, that's actually you keep giving me goosebumps because I'm thinking about things. So is it like a songwriter, a songstress? Is that like a poet type?
Yeah,
you're a poet, right?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I love poetry. That was always the thing that I loved in English class.
And your genre of music is, what would you call yourself?
I call myself, I'm a soul singer. The first record was fairly Motown and kind of, reminiscent of that era.
I like it.
And then the next record is a little bit more R&B.
Okay. So I love like New Orleans, like the blues and the whatever that you get there.
That like syncopated beat and that.
All the outdoor cafes, like the whole vibe of New Orleans.
The wrought iron, like the, it's such a magical place. I really do love that place. I actually find I get more inspired there than anywhere else.
Do you?
I've ever been, yeah. Because
we have a love-hate because of the opioid crisis within New Orleans and the French Quarter and stuff. But we also continue to go, even though we say we're not going back. The vibe and the whole, like the soul, the spirit, the energy that we get from there.
It's undeniable, It's really a place where I feel like I belong. Not only musically, but very spiritually.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a big part of like my self-care.
Do you stay right in the French Quarter? Do you stay?
No, I stayed in Gentilly for 4 months last year, between Gentilly and Slidell.
4 months. Were you working or were you writing? Like, what were you?
I was writing. I started a record with my ex.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, God.
But, you know, yeah, I was
those
working
dentures came out and you were
and
out.
I was like, oh,
I am too young for this.
Yeah, what has happened? Yeah, no.
What has happened? Currently, are you in a relationship?
I am not currently. I did meet a new boy this weekend, though.
Oh.
I met him on Valentine's Day. Me and Jesse O'Brien went out on Valentine's Day.
And you met a guy?
Platonically, and yeah. And he wingman for me hard.
Oh, is the guy a musician? Is he?
No, he's a bartender.
Oh, I like bartenders too. They're like rock stars.
He's so cute.
I tell them all my troubles. They serve me rum and coke.
Cute. He kissed me last night.
Really? He's so cute. He kissed you. Did you know you're being podcasted today? Or no?
Did he know?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't tell him like I'm going on a podcast.
No, I didn't.
It was just kissing and no talking.
Pretty much. No.
Yeah. Will you write a song about that too?
Probably. That's some good inspiration right there, right?
Like, okay, you come off to me as a hopeless romantic.
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Yeah. I love love.
Well, I love love
really
too.
do. I just, you know,
just don't stay in
you
it
just
long
think
time.
anybody could be like the right one.
Do you want to stay in love forever, or do you want to be like a traveling Wilbury?
I don't know. I've been struggling a lot with that actually this year. I'm not sure. It's a weird thing that's kind of shifted for me as somebody who's been traveling a lot this past. I mean,
you have to be selfish to do what you do. You have to be into your.
And
like,
I think everyone deserves love wherever they are, and if you can find it, even for
a minute,
then it's, you know, it's kind of worth it.
And can I ask how old are you? How old?
I'm 30.
You're just a baby. Stop it. Oh my God. I could be your mother. I want you to fall in love and then fall the hell out of it and move on. You're only 30.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. That's getting up there. I'm like,
is it getting up there? I'm over it. I'm on my second half. I'm on my second act. Well, I'm 46. So 30, we have a deal at our house that our kids can't get married before they're 30 or we're not coming to their wedding. Not only are we not, so we've always said we'll pay for your whole shindig as long as you wait till you're 30.
Well,
if you do it before 30, we're probably not even coming. So like that's our advice. Like I'm giving that advice to you.
We won't be there.
It's good. I mean, life is like
you need to experience everything.
Yes.
You know, and
it's good for your job. It's good for your occupation. It's good for your.
And people actually unfollow me if I post anything about a dude.
I think maybe that's why because of Valentine's Day I post my husband. I don't know. I lost a few followers the last couple.
See?
Yeah, nobody wants to.
Nobody wants
to see anyone happy.
And you know, misery loves company. Yeah, I think it's just you have to be or seem available.
Do you find that you write better or perform better when you're single or when you're going through a breakup or a rough time?
I think breakup shows are generally the best.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it revenge or is it healing?
It's healing. It's more of a way that I can exert what I'm, you know, what's like inside of me. And I always try to let people hear a little, you know, I want to emote on stage. I don't want it to be just kind of going through the motions or anything like that. I need it to be very intimate.
So if you're traveling the world singing, would it be different every night? Would it be however you're feeling, or would you have a set list, a playlist that you stick to night after night after night?
I think generally I like to play off the crowd. You know, if they're digging, you know, a faster kind of set, then I'll go for that. Or if I'm really drawing them in and everybody's totally quiet and all eyes on me, then I can do kind of whatever I want.
Right.
You know?
I like that too. And when they talk afterwards or when they say, what do you want to hear? They start to Jimmy does that a lot. Jesse does that a lot. I like that.
Yeah.
Rodeo does that on a summer night.
Interaction.
If it's a beautiful summer night and they keep playing and they're like, this was supposed to be our last song, but it's summertime in Canada and and they keep going and the crowd goes crazy. Like to date, what's your most memorable?
My most memorable performance?
Yeah. Most proud of, something that stands out?
I'd say, you know what? I played Harvest Picnic. Do you remember?
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah. I played Harvest Picnic, probably 5 years ago.
Okay.
And I had just released my first album, and it was just, I got to play on the big stage, but it was kind of rainy, you know.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it was kind of a cool vibe. Not a lot of people were there. We were the opening act for the day.
Right. That's opening act at the beginning is a tough sell.
It was tough, and we got enough people excited about it that when the sun did come out, they asked us to do another set on the middle stage. Remember how they asked?
Yeah, they have the different level, the different. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did a set on the middle stage
with your band.
With
is that
my
who you're?
band,
Okay.
Yeah, and that was the original band, like not my dad's band, obviously, but my original band, and that set was just so killer.
Oh, and it stands out.
It stands out for sure. There's a lot of it on YouTube, but it's never the greatest footage or anything like that.
Is it just some drunk in the crowd?
Some drunk, yeah. Like, you know,
it's probably me. Imagine. Can you imagine? So I actually met you. We went to the Trues headlined or whatever, and it was pouring. Like, it was pouring. We were like knee deep in mud, and we were like, we stayed as long as we could, and then we were like completely drenched. But there was like shows like that are memorable. They stand out.
Yeah, you know, and it's a whole vibe.
And our
things that you just don't forget.
Sheepdogs at Blues Fest Windsor. It was about 100 degrees almost. It was sunset, and I remember Ewan saying, "How about Canada in the summertime?" And I just remember like, this is the frickin' best. Look what I am doing. Like, there's like 20,000 people here. I'm backstage. The sun is setting. Frickin', this is glorious.
Yeah, it's
like,
such a cool thing, and you know, I think a lot of people that actually appreciate those sort of things, they get asked to do more.
Yeah, and it's real. It's a whole big, like, we're like you said, you're feeding off the audience. We're feeding off of you. Like, I will follow, there's certain bands that I follow because I get something. I get recharged. It puts me in a happy, safe place.
For sure.
It makes me.
Music is medicine,
yeah,
you know?
So music is medicine. So before I sort of dove into the cannabis space, I was a music influencer, and I used to always do #MusicHeals. And
it really does.
I'd sit down and wherever and sing like Rocky Top Tennessee, and I'd play on my nails like Dolly Parton used to do as a little kid. So she'd play on her nails. I would play on my nails.
Oh, I love that.
Like and my parents, I grew up on Charlie Pride, and like the music definitely brings back memories.
For sure.
Like food, like a comfort.
Yeah.
When I'm having some tough times, I go to my vinyl. I go to it's my safe place. I mean, it's also music and bars and clubs and scenes has also put me in a not so safe place. Yeah, right. But I mean, music is part of our journey. You hear a song, it sets you back to high school or grade school, or when there's stuff going on, a breakup.
It's almost like a timeline of your life. You know, you can remember the first time you heard that song, or who showed it to you, or
like patio freaking lanterns, man.
Like lanterns.
It's my virginity, and he blocked
it's so funny
me.
It's so funny you brought it up. I mean, I have a rehearsal with him tomorrow.
Oh my god! I should come.
Yeah, you want to come? I mean,
block me now. Knock, knock, knock.
That is so funny. That seems to me like something he would actually think is awesome.
Like, maybe he has people do his social media. Maybe it wasn't, or it was probably come off wrong. He probably read it wrong.
Right.
Like, he thought, like, I'm blocked by some pretty high-profile people in the world.
If you're not making enemies, you're not doing it right.
There you go. I screenshot the blocks. I save them all the time. So when
You get a notification when you block someone?
No, I just am super fanning, and I reach out, or I want to whatever, and then I notice I'm blocked. I'm like, whoa. Like, I was talking to the guy from Star Trek, William Shatner, and then all of a sudden he started being mean to me, and he blocked me. And I'm like, what? But then I Googled how old he was, and I'm like, throw the dog a bone, he's almost dead. I didn't realize he was as old as he was. And then there's like these things called the men's expo or the gentleman's expo, and there's these, they travel all over the world, and I worked for Naked News, and so I like clicked on like the sponsors, because I'm always looking for sponsors and promotions, and how can we get to our next whatever. And I noticed I was blocked. I'm like, how can it be a speaker and host at your event, yet I'm blocked on all your social media? I don't get it. And they're like, you're too risque, you're too whatever. I'm like, but you hire me to work your events, but you block me on your social media. All. It's so weird. It's just, and my content is like 84% male or whatever. So why would this thing called the Gentleman's Expo? Like, it was, I don't know.
Yeah,
so,
that's super
Are you blocked
weird.
by anyone? Other than exes?
That
seemed to be a fleet.
My ex's mom also blocked me.
Oh, it's always the mom. I'm the mom of some boys, so I'm sorry. I'd probably block you too.
At least you're honest.
I might really like your music, but I'm like, what a bitch, block. What a bitch. She broke my son's heart. Oh yeah, I just dropped my son off the airport to go to Cuba for his first trip with his girlfriend. His girlfriend of 3 years. He's 22 years old.
3 years, they'll be fine.
They've been together 3 years, but will they be fine? They've never left my basement, and now they're in Cuba. I'm like a little.
I know, the trips get...
Where was your first trip? As an adult,
ever?
singing.
Oh,
ever.
Okay, singing. It was to Nashville.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Remember what was the guys? What are the Oak Ridge Boys? Is that them? The Oak Ridge? Are they in Nashville? Didn't they have a place, a theme park?
Know.
Do you know who the Oak Ridge Boys are? God, I'm old. Oh boy, never mind.
I'm like,
I don't actually have a favorite genre. I like it all. Like I like music, depending on the. I used to have an Escalade. When I'm driving that, I would only listen to 50 Cent. Like I was thugging life through.
That's pretty amazing.
It just depends on what sort of
what vehicle you're.
And I've always liked, the summer festivals or whatever. I always liked what's the "Hit Me with Your Best Shot."
Oh,
they always seem to play that at whatever. What's her name? No, I can't remember. "Hit Me with Your Best Shot." You sing it better than I do. Do you know who I mean?
Why don't you hit me with your best shot?
Yes! Put up your dukes and let's get down to it. So
right.
Remember that? Oh yeah, I used to love that song.
I know the song, but I don't know.
What is her name?
What car were you driving when you listened to that?
Probably BMW. I don't know. I've had some nice cars.
Oh.
Those all got left with the exes too, though. Now I'm like,
oh man.
Now I'm just smoking weed and spreading kindness.
Hey, that's a good thing to be doing. I
usually barefoot, which is my dream actually. Like that's when I look at like how that's how I want to. I want to be where it's hot and I want to no shoes. Where do you want to be?
Yeah, I'd
Nashville.
No, I think I want to be
Mexico.
I'd ideally be. I know this is probably like a cliche answer, but as long as I could surf every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you learn to surf, you Canadian girl?
I learned in California.
Oh, really? Like you do know how to surf?
Yeah, I mean I'm not like
that's
super
fine.
Great, but I can get up on the board and like stand up.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
and
it's
so that's
similar to snowboarding.
Is that the goal? Is that the end?
Yeah, I think that would be.
So California,
Hawaii, maybe New Zealand.
Oh, California, Hawaii, New Zealand, surfing.
Yeah, Costa Rica, singing, of course.
Singing and so singing would pay the bills and surfing would feed the soul.
Would be like,
That's a good one, eh? Just rolls off.
Surfing for the soul, man.
Where are your parents? Are they here?
Yeah, they're in Hamilton.
Is this retired? Like, is this where they're staying, or do they have hopes and dreams to go elsewhere?
I don't know. They've been watching all these home renovation shows, so like, they think maybe they'll move to Alabama or something. I'm like, you want to move to Alabama?
That's kind of fun too, though. No.
I mean, I think it's great.
When I think of Alabama, though, what's that movie?
Sweet Home Alabama.
No, not Sweet Home Alabama. I love Sweet Home Alabama. What's that song? Deliverance. The movie Deliverance is when isn't that in Alabama?
I think so.
And the kid on the ukulele, they just played at the beginning of the Oscars or the Deliverance was one of the movies that they did like a montage at the Oscars, and they had the kid with his eyes are like because he's like so inbred, he's playing the banjo and it's like so when I think of Alabama, I'm probably wrong and it wasn't Alabama and all these Alabamians. Is that what we call them? What do you call someone from Alabama?
Alabamian.
Is it?
I think so.
Well, those people will DM me and be like, we're not inbred and we don't play the banjo. I saw it on the Oscars. You do.
I saw it. You can't unsee that.
Other than traveling, other than like when you're at home, what do you do? What's your thing? Like, where are you on this journey? Where are you going? What do you do?
I find I've been home so seldom lately that I do spend a lot of time collaborating with a lot of people when I'm home.
Locally,
just this is my backbone. Hamilton has always been my hometown. It's always
even though you travel so much and do other stuff, Hamilton is home
for sure. Yeah,
don't we know that guy? Hamilton is home. Doesn't he?
Max.
Yeah, Max. Didn't he? Is that his? Did he? What do you call it when you own that trademark? Did he trademark?
Yeah,
Hamilton's
I think so.
I think hashtag Hamilton home is his.
I think so.
Hi, Max.
Hey, Max.
Is he married? Is Max married?
He is not. He has a beautiful girlfriend. named Bianca.
Oh, cute.
She's lovely.
He's cute too.
They are the cutest.
With all due respect.
He's pretty cute.
He's a handsome devil. Actually, I was at a football game and he was there, and there was like football guys. Everyone's all fangirling over the stupid football players, and I saw him through the crowd. I was like, "Oh my god, can I get your picture? You're so awesome." He's so cute, and he has like a chest that's like made of steel.
Wow.
Yes.
I can't say I've ever noticed the steel chest, but
You're never giving him a tap when you take a selfie or
no.
anything.
But next time I'm just gonna punch him straight.
Does he go to your shows? Have you?
Oh yeah, he's a big supporter. He's become a really good friend this past couple of years.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
He
It's
supports
really
a lot of
sweet.
stuff I do too, and he shares a lot of stuff. And
Yeah,
whatever. And
we've
it's
got
nice.
this-
It's just
This cool like friend group going on that everyone's ambitious and everyone's reaching for.
and we can celebrate
goals.
all of our, like the good stuff you're doing is not taking away from the good stuff I'm doing.
For sure.
And
There's no competition. There's no, it's just a love fest. Everybody's
Yeah.
just so supportive. Yeah.
At the birthday party we were at recently, and I was thinking about everyone at the table, and people were talking about different things, and how actually like diverse, eclectic, how successful everyone was at that, like in what they're doing. I was like, wow.
Similar.
Like, we ended up in a strip club hammered, but I mean, we were.
I know. See,
it was a fancy bunch at dinner time.
I totally left a booty call, and then I just couldn't find you guys.
Are you seriously going to tell that story? Because when my husband remembers it, he's like, was that the girl who went for a booty call in the middle of dinner?
I did.
Is he just a booty call, or is he a... He could be part of your wellness.
He was. Yeah, he's a football player.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. I have interviewed a few girls in the last 48 hours. Those damn football players. What
Man,
if
it's probably the same one.
No, he was an Argo.
He used to be an Argo.
Oh, God. See, are you on Tinder?
I am on Tinder.
Tell me what it's like. Am I on Tinder? Like, I mean, I'm not, but is someone using my pictures? Like, have you ever seen
I could
me?
check it out.
Oh, my God. I would love to know. That's why I'm
like,
is Tinder fun?
It's weird. I really I only meet super boring people on it, which is unfortunate.
So it's not a dating app. It's just a hookup app.
Yeah, that's what they say. But then all these people have things in their bios like, what do you
I like long walks on the beach. And
yeah, I'm looking for a relationship.
Oh, bullshit, you are.
my
What does yours say?
It says, can't let a pretty face distract me from business.
That's what your Instagram says, doesn't it? Oh.
Same.
Oh, so you're letting them know what they just are. Yeah, like
I don't.
I'll probably write a song about you and move right along.
Yeah.
Oh,
I date for inspiration now.
I date for inspiration. I used to date to pay my bills. Just kidding.
That's not a bad idea.
No, I did. But I don't now that I'm old.
You aren't old.
It's actually fun. Like, I have all that to... those are my remember whens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Like I'm excited that you're on Tinder. I'm going to lurk it later. I want you to show me what it is.
I mean, it's a good time.
It's a good time. We were just in Vegas recently, and I went to the washroom. We were at this really beautiful, swanky hotel. I went to the washroom, and there was two ladies about 65 years old. They were not hot, but they were put together well.
They were not.
They were on Tinder, and they're like, "Did you swipe right? Did you swipe right?" And they're looking over, and I was like, they were like somebody's grandma, and they were so excited. I don't even think I zipped my pants up. I'm such a nosy Parker. I wanted to see them, like, because I could hear them talking, and I knew when they said, "Did you swipe right?" I'm like, I gotta see these bitches. And I went out, and it was two ladies of a certain age.
You've got to message some people on Tinder for me.
And then, can I send them my boob? Just kidding.
You can't send pictures on Tinder.
Oh, you can't?
Well, I feel like there'd be a real big influx of dick pics if that happened.
Oh, yeah, we don't want that. I got enough of those.
Yeah,
I was saving
same.
them for a while to put in a book, and then I was like, no, I don't want to.
That's funny.
Like, these are the dicks I know. And if you find
The dicks I know.
if your husband, brother, or son is
Or
here, please
could've
let me know.
known.
Yeah, like, so dumb. So these ladies, I ran out of the washroom to see them. And then I was like, oh my goodness, that could be my mother. So then, without even like zipping up or washing my hands, I run out to tell my husband, did you see those two like grandmas that left? They were on Tinder. He's like, oh my God, Jacqui. But anyhow.
Hey, you can really set the age thing.
This is Budsy coming in.
Budsy.
To see. Budsy's part of he's my little emotional support dog.
He's a
Do you have a pet?
Sweet.
Or no
I
pet?
currently do not.
Because
have
you're
a pet.
traveling all the time.
My parents have a dog and
Little dog, big dog.
golden retriever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cute. A real dog. This
a
is
real
just,
dog.
You know,
Yeah.
this guy's just more like a slipper. With a heartbeat.
Oh.
I want you to sing something for us again.
Okay.
Does that bug you?
No.
Because so when I ask you to sing, I feel like when someone's pregnant and they say like, "Are you having a boy or a girl?" or they're like, "Can I touch your stomach? Can I feel a kick?" So every time I say,
You touch my
"Can
stomach."
you?" Every
I'm
time
not
I
pregnant,
ask you to
but-
sing, I feel like one of those like, "Can I touch your stomach?" I'm like, "Ooh, creepy lady, no." So sing something.
Sing.
Like, what do you like to sing other than Etta James, or what are you singing right now, Norm?
I don't know. I'm really pretty focused on originals right now.
Yeah,
I'm just
Then
trying to
sing an original. That's you.
Yeah,
That's your.
okay.
You don't have to sing something. I'll write you a little something later.
I'm trying to think.
Are you just looking for
I'm
one?
like, that's the one thing when everybody
Put on the
asks
spot?
You, yeah, when people ask you and they're, it's like sing something and you're like, okay, I know 7,000 songs, but I can't think of anything to sing.
A go-to. What do you go to when you're opening a show? What do you usually? You can have your minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
This is my moment of pause. Petting my puppy.
We can edit this part out.
No, we're gonna keep it in. Will you soul search?
Okay. An original song. Let's see. Oh, why you gotta be so shallow? I never heard your song on the radio.
Ooh.
And tell me, do you believe in a God above? Some higher power to say your prayers to? And wait a minute, you better wait a while. All the things that I would do just to make you smile. And take a second, you better take a while. Give me an inch and I will take a mile. And why you gotta be like that? Oh, Jesus. I'm sick of seeing what you do and where you go. And why you gotta leave me all alone? Well, there you were, and now you're gone.
Oh my goodness! Wow! Our peanut gallery jumped in on that.
All right.
It's beautiful.
Thank
Give me
you.
an inch and I'll take a freaking mile too.
Right?
And I
Yeah,
actually tell
like-
everyone, please don't let me. Don't give me that inch. Just I'm telling you ahead of time.
Yeah,
because
just
I
don't
will
do it because I will go for it.
Yeah, it's almost like a test, and it's like that little demon thing that's always there. If I can take an inch, and if I see like even in work life, if somebody's kind of, and the boss lets you get that go on, like lets it get away with that, then I'm like, well, if you give that fucker an inch, I'm gonna take a goddamn mile.
Yeah.
So
right?
I need
watch
to be.
what I can get.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
I need to
I
be.
feel you. I'm the same way.
That
I
song
mean,
was beautiful.
Thank
like,
you.
really, like, goosebumpy. I was pulling my dog's hair, like, wow. I
Get
think
right
Laura
in.
should be my emotional support.
I'm down. I could just follow you around and carry your bags.
Oh, no, I would never. You've got some beautiful talent, some real
Thank you.
gift there. I mean, part of why I do what I do is for selfish reasons. I like to take the energy and take the vibe of, the guests I invite and
I'm a firm believer that you kind of give and take from people, and you leave everybody with a piece of yourself. And I think that's why it's important to notice who you spend your time with.
For sure.
You know,
Your people you surround yourself with.
which
and
is why it's so cool. We have a great friend group.
Yeah, a bunch of very successful, very, very inspiring. I mean, we all have demons and we all have failures. We're human, for Christ's sakes. It's all
Yeah.
part of the human experience.
For sure, of
We all
course.
do what we do. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think a lot of us, we're really there for each other. We're really supporting each other. We're really rooting. I mean, when I share something, I'll be scrolling through and you sing or you'll post something and I was like, Jesus, I have to put somebody else needs to see this
You're
shit.
so sweet. You
And
just,
then I
share all
love,
my
I
stuff.
do, I love it.
love
I
it.
mean, sometimes I'm having not the best of time and I'll scroll through and you were sitting in a bed singing, you were just singing in the morning, and I think I showed everyone, I showed my husband, I showed everyone, I'm like, she just, are you kidding me? Like, she just puts, and then you make everything better. You're making everything.
It's, it's a little bit of therapy for everybody.
They say comedians have a tough life, or that comedians, usually the funniest people, the best writers, the best whatever, have had a tough go. Some of the best songstresses, is that the word? Songstresses? Songstresses. You've got, you're a hopeless romantic. And there's been some of this.
I think it's important to be a hopeless romantic in this industry,
And in life. I believe in everything. I believe, that over the rainbow crap, I'm right there. Yeah. The sun will come out tomorrow. Do you sing that song? Do you know it? I'm going to send you the lyrics. Remember her, Annie?
Oh, yeah. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow.
Oh, I'm going to start crying. There'll be sun. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm like chugged mine. I was going to cheers you. I got dog hair everywhere.
I got less left.
Aw, thank you for getting highly intimate with me, Laura
gosh.
Cole.
My
Thank you for
pleasure.
coming to the studio today and share a few moments of your amazing life. An inspiring woman. I'm really excited to see where you go.
Oh, thank
really
you so
excited.
much. I'm happy to have you on my side.
Thanks.
Thanks.
For Highly Intimate, I'm Jacqui Childs and my friend Laura Cole.